Hello, this is Myles W. Miller here. Believe it or not, I was en route to our studio to do our show, do our first Myles W. Miller show. Had some technical difficulties, so I wasn't able to make it to the studio, but I still wanted to do this live because I promised that I would do a live show on August 5th at 8 p.m. So here we are. And first and foremost, before we go any further, I submit this show, this experience, and our time together to God's Holy Spirit so that we all get what we came for, and that is a move of His Spirit. People, thank you for this opportunity to be before you. I don't take it, I'm taking you for granted. You could be doing anything else right now, but you're watching this video, and I want to give you some dynamite content. Many of you have come to know me as a motivational speaker, motivational coach, empowerment guru. I don't like to use that word guru. An empowerment specialist. There we go. That's the word I like to use. An empowerment specialist. And what I want to continue to do in our new venue here is to continue to provide you with opportunities for empowerment, entertainment, and encouragement. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. And first and foremost, as we are moving forward, I'm not going to be here long because I did want to do some things a little differently, but as you can see, wasn't able to make it to the studio in time. We're here. We're here right now, though, and I want you to understand something about me. I love doing what I do. I love being able to get a chance and an opportunity to present motivational content. I've designed and written several seminars. I've designed and produced countless podcasts with the intent to help you realize the life of your dreams. You know, I say it like this: the life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. And that's worth repeating. The life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. I'm going to say it again. The life of your dreams is absolutely wonderful and you deserve it. So what does that mean to you? What do you feel like you deserve? Do you feel like you deserve all the good things that happen in life? Do you feel like you deserve to live a life of your dreams? Do you feel like you deserve good things? Because honestly, whether anybody else believes it or not, you do. So one thing I want to talk about tonight is respect. And I have a statement about respect. For years, I was taught that respect is earned. You have to earn the respect of other people. You have to earn the respect of people who you want to be in their company. You have to earn their respect. But I've been taught some things differently, and I had gotten away from the things I was taught. Respect is not earned. Respect is taken. I'll say it again. Respect is not earned. Respect is taken. And what I mean by that is that you don't sit up and wait for somebody to validate whether or not you deserve or are worthy of respect. You take respect. You do the things that you know are right for you, and that empowers you. You know, you don't have to worry about what somebody else thinks about you because somebody else's opinion of you doesn't matter. So with that in mind, there's some things, like I said, I want to continue to offer you. And for those people who are coming in late again, I want to also, again, apologize. I wasn't able to make it to my studio in time. And as a result, I have to do the live from the car. So I do apologize to you, but I did want to present this information tonight. I didn't want to leave you high and dry. So here we go. First things first, I want you guys to, I do this all the time. This is one of the things I really love doing, and it's visualization. And with visualization, it allows you to use your imagination for the things you want to use it for, instead of being pushed and prodded to do things that are not according to what you want to do. You can use your own mind, your own imagination to begin to predict or dictate how you want your life to look. So this is something I've been doing for years, and I just wanted to share this moment with you as well. I call it visualizing your ideal life. And so for myself, I've always loved going to watch the movies, especially at an IMAX movie theater. And there's something about watching an IMAX movie theater, watching a movie in IMAX, the movie comes to life. And the screen is larger than life, and the sound is amazing. And what I always ask you to do is to see yourself in an IMAX movie theater. See the life of your dreams come into pass on an IMAX movie theater. So we're going to use your imagination as the screen. What are some of the things that you dream about? What are some of the things that you desire to see manifest in your life? It could be to see your ideal spouse. It could be to complete some educational goals. It could be to run for a political office. It could be anything, a number of things. So what is important to you? What inspires you? What makes you want to get up every morning? See yourself in possession of those things. It could be a brand new car. It could be a brand new home, a brand new debt-free home, whatever the case may be. So with that in mind, I want you just to follow me for a second. Whatever it is that you dream about, whatever it is that you deem to be pretty, to be amazing, I want you to get that on in your imagination right now. Whatever it is that you deem pretty, beautiful, I want you to see it in your imagination right now. It could be a picture of a rose, whatever the case may be. Or it could be the thing that you really, truly want, the thing that you truly, really believe that you deserve. I want you to get a picture of it in your mind, in your imagination. And what I want you to do is just want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to me. I want you to see yourself in a movie theater, in this IMAX movie theater, with the screen that's larger than life. And I want you to envision yourself in this movie theater watching the life of your dreams play out on that screen. It could be whatever you choose to be. Don't worry about the price. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about what people are going to say. I want you to see yourself living the life of your dreams out on this big screen. I want you to get fully involved in it, get wrapped up in it. I want you to feel the feelings of what it looks like to be a part of this movie. Now, I only want you to look at the things, I only want you to focus on the things that matter most to you, the things that you want, not the things you don't want, the things you do want. Because it's not about the things you don't want, it's about the things you do want. So with that in mind, I want you to just close your eyes and listen to me. As you see this image playing out onto this screen, I want you to just relax, just to be calm. I want you to say to yourself that the life of my dreams is wonderful and I deserve it. And I want you to say it again. Just repeat it. The life of my dreams is wonderful and I deserve it. The life of my dreams is wonderful and I deserve it. The life of my dreams is wonderful and I deserve it. The life of my dreams is wonderful and I deserve it. The life of my dreams is wonderful and I deserve it. The life of my dreams is wonderful and I deserve it. The life of my dreams is wonderful and I deserve it. The life of my dreams is wonderful and I deserve it. And I want you to continue to, please forgive me. I want you to continue to see your dreams playing out and hold them in your heart as we continue to show. So the reason why I do what I do is because I love empowering people. I love seeing people live a life of their dreams. I love people winning. I love seeing people win. Like, there's something about it. I root for the underdog. I want to see people who have been counted out win. I want to see people who are down and out come back and beat all odds and make it. That gives me goosebumps to watch movies like that, or it gives me goosebumps when I hear about some of my former clients I've worked with, getting up and making things happen, not settling for the status quo, not settling for what may be set aside for them by somebody else's imagination, but taking control of their own life, taking control of their own destiny, and saying, you know what, today is my day, and I'm going to live the life of my dreams. Because I believe like this. Somebody today woke up this morning and they didn't have the same problems you had. They wanted a brand new Rolls Royce. They called a dealership on a Sunday. They called a dealership and got one delivered. So with that in mind, I want you to look beyond what you see today. Look beyond the situations as they may appear. I want you to continue to understand that the life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. You're going to hear me say that a lot. I say that repetitively. You look on my website, you're going to see that phrase. The life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. I am your cheerleader. I am your coach to encourage you that the life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. I am here to inspire you to go after everything that you truly believe you can do. If you want it, go get it. If you think you can have it, go get it. Don't let anything tell you that you can't have what you want. So, again, with that in mind, what are some things that you want? What are some things that you believe that you deserve? Like I said, it could be a brand new debt-free home, a brand new debt-free car. It can be to start a new business. Now, that's one thing that I'm really big on is empowering entrepreneurs, because I've been an entrepreneur all my life, and honestly, the 9-to-5 hustle doesn't really move me. It doesn't. I know we have to do what we have to do to make sure that our families are eating and everything, and that bills are taken care of. But in the same sense, I know for myself, I just have never been enthralled with going to somebody else's facility every day to do somebody else's assignment, to make somebody else rich, to make sure that the boss gets a new Ferrari every Christmas. I believe that if somebody can get a Ferrari, it should be me. And I'm not necessarily wanting a Ferrari, but you catch my drift. And I think many of you you're here because we're kindred spirits in that. You don't want to just go to work every day. You don't want to just wake up every day to pay bills. You don't want to go, give up your time every day to make somebody else live the life of their dreams. Now, I don't mind assisting, but I want to eat some too myself. I mean, I know, like I said, many of you guys probably think the exact same way. And so what you'll get more from me is the encouragement that if you really want to do something, if you really want to go out and, again, live the life of your dreams, whatever the life of your dreams looks like to you, I'm here to encourage you to do it. You're going to see more and more content from me again, just to inspire you. Who knows who's watching these videos now? It could be the next great invention. Could be coming from the people watching this live right now, who will watch it later, who will hear the podcast later. So, what do you truly want? I'm gonna keep going back to that. I'm gonna keep coming back to it. 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 I want to sound redundant on the life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. And I want to be redundant in encouraging you to go after what it is you truly want, because the life of your dreams is wonderful and you do deserve it. No matter what has happened before, no matter how you were born, no matter where you were born, no matter who your parents were, no matter what you see, no matter what you've seen, the life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. Again, what do you want? Take control of your mind of what it is you truly want. Visualize yourself in possession of what it is you truly want. And a lot of times, the things that you don't want will start to dissipate. The things you don't want will start to disappear. Because if you truly know what you want and you give your energy to it, where attention goes, power flows. If I'm constantly thinking about strife and struggle and lack, guess what happens? Guess what I manifest? Strife, struggle, and lack. If I continually think about the positive things that I truly want to manifest, they don't have to manifest immediately, but they at least they have a chance. I can't always promise you the things you want are going to manifest, but I can promise you that they'll have a chance to manifest if you're just willing to allow yourself to think on those things, to be open to them, to speak to those things. Speak to those things that be not as though they were. That comes from scriptural wisdom. I want you guys to start, again, like you hear me say it. You'll hear me say this a lot. The life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. I want you to hear that. Get used to thinking of your dreams in terms of manifesting, in terms of realization, in terms of you living them, in terms of you not struggling and not striving all the time. Think of your people around you coming up. Think of your friends, your family winning. Like I said, it's something dynamite about watching people win, like watching the underdog win. I watched the Super Bowl. I'm a huge football fan. I know, it's a controversial time to be a fan of the NFL. I'm not necessarily a fan of the NFL, but I do understand and love the sport. It's something that's in my blood. You know, my father was a collegiate football player. I probably was a few snaps away from playing college football myself. And I love that. I love football. I love the strategy of football. I love how it doesn't matter what you have in your on your team. Sometimes it's just a matter of how much heart you have and how willing you are to listen and follow through on your game plans. So it's more like a big game of chess versus anything else. And what I liken it to is the strategy of not knowing what to expect from that other team when they show up to the field. And then how prepared are you to really execute what it is you know that you're capable of doing? And how are you able to use your strategies to put yourself in position to execute your game plan? So these are things that football has always done for me. I love watching it because it's a game of strategy. Just like some people can sit up and watch chess, I love watching football. So as a fan of the Super Bowl, fan of football, I love watching the Super Bowl. And, you know, before we go any further, anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge Michigan fan. I'm a alum of the University of Michigan, and I'm a huge Tom Brady fan. I've watched his plight on how he came up from pretty much obscurity, the underdog, if you will, to become what he is today. So people can hate on him today for what he is, what he's accomplished today. But when you read his backstory, it's like it wasn't like it was just handed to him. He had to go get it. And that's what I said about respect. Sometimes, you know, people have told us that respect is earned, but I truly believe that respect is taken, that you go out and you don't sit up and you wait for somebody to respect you. You don't sit up and you wait for somebody to validate you. You go get it. If you want it and you think it's yours, you do what is necessary to go get it. And so I look at somebody like Tom Brady, and I compare him a lot to a lot of things that we as, you know, I guess football civilians or sport athletic civilians will go through, is knowing that you want something that bad that you don't let anybody tell you that you can't have it. And people told him he couldn't have it. And so each year we wonder, will he or won't he? Will he win a Super Bowl or won't he win a Super Bowl? Will the Patriots get there or not? And I love watching that. I love the whole intricacies of it, the whole, you know, like I said, the sport of it. And so this past year I watched the Super Bowl. Again, I'm a Brady fan, but I'm a Michigan fan as well. So if a Michigan man makes it to the Super Bowl, I'm definitely going to root for him. And so this year, watching the Super Bowl, it was a very strategic game plan. There were a lot of mistakes made by the coaching staffs on both teams. There were a lot of misplays made by both teams. These are the two best teams. These are the two best teams left. And they're playing each other for the right to be considered the best team of the season. And they're making mistakes, but they're playing it hard out. Each team is giving everything they got. And the Eagles get to a place where they get the lead. They got a small lead, but everybody who watched the Super Bowl the year before saw the Patriots engineer a comeback from 28 to 3 comeback. They came back from 28 points down or 25 points down to make a historic win when it looked like it was over. The life of your dreams is wonderful, you deserve it. And sometimes it may look like you don't have what is necessary to win. It may look like you don't have what you need to make it. But sometimes your heart just has to be bigger than the situation. Sometimes you gotta pull from inside yourself to make the play. And so the Eagles, in respect of what Tom Brady and his teammates had done the year before, had a lead late in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl, knowing that they should win this game, but also had enough respect for their opponent that they knew what he was capable of doing. They knew what that team was capable of doing with him as their quarterback. And they didn't allow themselves to get carried away and start celebrating too soon. They knew they had to finish the game out. They knew they had to follow through. They knew they had to come with it. And so what happened? Another Michigan man, Brandon Graham, stepped up and played big, made a play against Tom Brady, with a strip sack, a turnover, they get the ball back. Now this is again, this is the two best teams in the league playing each other for the right to be called the best team. The Eagles score a field goal, they go up by 8 points, but it's still time left on the clock. They kick the ball back to the Patriots, and everybody in the press box, in the Eagles press box, is like, "Hey, we can't celebrate just yet. This is still Tom Brady, and anything is possible." Down to the last seconds, the game was still in the balance because the Patriots had Tom Brady, who has proven himself now to be a leader and be a good leader in adversity. So what am I saying to you right now? Sometimes adversity will come. Sometimes unexpected issues will show up. But through it all, you have to have the wherewithal that no matter what this game looks like, no matter what is going on, because I'm here, we got a chance. Because I believe we have a chance. Because I know what I'm capable of doing, we have a chance. And that's how you have to be with your life. That's how you have to be with anything that you want. And that's why I keep talking about the life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what the price tag says. I don't care what people think. I don't care about any of those factors because they're non-factors. What matters most is that you're in possession of a desire. You believe that it's good for you and you want it. I believe that you should have it. And I'm in agreement with you to get it. You have to see yourself as a person who against all odds can do whatever it is that's necessary to get it done. And even if you don't make it, and even if you don't go all the way with it, don't let it be because you quit. Let it be because you just ran out of time. Let it be for some other factor, but don't let it be because you just gave up hope. Because you're there, because you have this desire, it is very, very possible for you to have everything it is you want. And so with that in mind, I'll bring you to what I really want to talk to you about tonight. I want to talk to you about respect. And respect is a loosely thrown around term. People, demand, I want you to respect me, you will respect me, blah, blah, blah. But what is respect really? Respect is understanding what you're dealing with, when you're dealing with it, how to operate it. And I believe that so many times we look outside of ourselves to be respected. We allow things that are not conducive to our long-term success to dictate the pace on how we believe in ourselves. We allow ourselves to have to get the respect or the admiration or the approval or the honor from other people, when reality of the matter is that all we have to do is put ourselves in position to take what we want. And I'm talking about being a thief. I'm not talking about being strong arm or nothing. I'm talking about standing up and playing the game like you know it's supposed to be played. Like I just gave the analogy of the not New England Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles from last season's Super Bowl champions. They went into a game where they knew what they were capable of doing. They understood what they were going up against, but they respected themselves enough to not throw in the towel just because they were going up against these perennial Super Bowl people, Belichick and Brady, the Patriots organization. They allowed themselves to believe in themselves and not give up and not quit on what it is they know they had a right to, because they were there. Every day you wake up, you have a right to live a life of your dreams. You have a right to experience beautiful things. You have a right to have wonderful things manifest for you. You have a right. It's your divine right. You wouldn't be here if you couldn't solve a problem. And the problem that you're here to solve is something that only you can solve. In that respect, so to speak, you are unique. You are special. You are the only person that can solve the problem that you've been born to solve. That makes the problem that you've been born to solve special. And that makes you even more dynamite because without you, we can't really solve the problem. Not effectively. How do you see yourself right now determines the level of respect and how you would handle business. How do you handle your life? How do you handle your day-to-day operations of your family? How do you handle the day-to-day operations with your coworkers and your colleagues? The life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it, but how does it affect you moving forward? This is what I'm going to say about respect. Like I said, respect is not earned, respect is taken. And you take respect a few ways. And that was three factors I'm going to give you. How do you take respect? First things first, you take respect. You take your respect back first and foremost by honoring yourself. A lot of times, and I've been guilty of this myself, I wanted people to honor me. I wanted people to acknowledge me. I wanted people to believe in me. I wanted people to care sometimes too much. But I wanted people to honor a divine gift that God has given me. But God didn't give it to them. So if they denied it or didn't see it as being special or valuable, did it change the fact that it was a gift given to me? No. And that's what I would tell you. You have to honor yourself. You have to honor the gift that you are. Your gifts will make room for you, but you have to make sure that you understand what it is that you're here to do. And once you understand what it is you're here to do, you have to honor that assignment. That means that whatever it takes, you got to get it done. Again, this is like a big chess game now. We're not playing checkers anymore. We're playing chess. This is the chess game of life. And you're in it to win it. And you start by honoring yourself. You have to honor who you really are, who you are by God's creation. You have to honor that person. That person, when that person is allowed to show up, that's when stuff moves. That's when you can make beautiful things come to pass. That's why I look at some of my friends who have played sports, who play professional sports, who have some elected officials, people who have built foundations from the ground up. They had this burning desire inside of them. They honored it. That means that, guess what? You're going to have to do the things that nobody else wants to do. For an athlete, you got to get up and you got to eat right. You got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes and go work out. When other people are sleeping, you're working. I've worked on political campaigns before. And when other people are sleeping, you got to be out knocking on doors to let people know, hey, I'm here to serve you. I've worked in ministries. And when other people are sleeping, you got to be up and go in and knocking on doors and say, hey, we have a ministry down the street that's dynamic and it's for you. I've worked in countless places. I've volunteered and done so many different things. And the one thing that separated the champions from the middle of the pack is that you have to honor your assignment. That means you're going to do some stuff. You're going to have to work your buns off sometimes and do some things that don't make sense to no one else but you, because you have the vision for your life. God has given you the vision for your life, and you have to honor yourself by honoring your vision. The second way you take your respect back is that you have to study to show yourself approved. You have to study to show yourself approved. You have to continuously feed yourself, feed your mind, your spirit, your body. You have to study what it was necessary to make your life wonderful. So if, like I said, being an athlete, you know that there's certain foods you can't eat anymore. You can't go around eating ice cream every meal and expect to be a champion athlete. It won't happen. I guarantee that one. That will not happen. You can't go, if you're trying to win an office, you can't sit at home and eat bonbons and sit on the couch in the middle of election cycles. You got to get out there and meet the people. You can't build anything of value sitting on the sideline. You got to get in the game. You have to get in the game. You have to be active. You have to be an active participant. And again, studying. What do I mean by studying? What does it take to make sure you win? What is required for you to be successful? Those are things that you have to pay attention to. Those are things that you have to give your power to. I want to be successful in, maybe I want to be a culinary artist. I personally right now, I can cook certain things, but I wouldn't trust myself to be a 5-star chef right now. That's not my thing. So in order for me to be good at it, I'd have to really go to school and study it. I'd have to really want to do it. And in order, but I could do it. It's possible. I could do it. But at this very moment, I don't have it to do it. I'd have to go to school and I'd have to learn how to do it. But then I have to ask myself, what is necessary for me to be good at it? Then once you understand what's necessary to be good at it, guess what? Now you have a blueprint. And it goes back to the first thing I talked about. You got to honor your assignment. You honor your assignment by stepping up and doing what's necessary for the thing that you want to do. I learned how to play football in high school, and I see my coach just came on. Coach Roland, I'm going to say hello to you. Appreciate you for coming in. I learned how to play football in high school when I had no knowledge, no prior knowledge of playing the sport. I just had a passion to play. I knew I wanted to play. And then when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I was walking through the hallways one day at Cass Tech, and Coach Roland said, "Hey, why are you not playing football?" I was like, "Because I didn't know where to sign up." He's like, "Well, come to team sports in the morning." And that began a process. So for a year, I didn't play football. I learned how the sport was played. I learned the intricacies of how football is played. And I had to study it. I had to become a student of the game. And I'm not going to say I was the best football player ever, but I think I was pretty good. And if anybody wants to deny me, it's okay. But I can tell you the truth. I think I was pretty good. But I learned how to play the sport. Same is true with baseball. I played baseball for 15 years of my life. I had to learn how to play baseball. I've done many things in this lifetime that I had to just learn how to do. And that goes back to, I knew I had this desire. I honored that desire, and then I studied to show myself approved. So when it was time for me to take the test, which means you in a game, how well do you perform in a game? Well, it's based on how well you study, how well you practice. So that means what are you practicing? What are you doing right now to prove that you really believe what you said? I honor my assignment. Now I'm doing what I need to do. That's one thing I will testify, is that the things that I've been able to accomplish in my lifetime have been greatly impacted by me taking time to study. It's been taking time to prepare, taking time to, not just sit there and take life as it's handed. What can I do to make my life better? What can you do right now to make your life better? What can you do right now? It could be going back to school. It could be going to get some certifications. Whatever the case may be, you have the opportunity to be better. You have the opportunity to not accept life as it's handed to you, but to go forward and do some dynamite things. And lastly, I want to say this. The third factor that I would give to you in taking your respect back is you have to love yourself. None of the other stuff matters if you don't love yourself. You have to believe that you are special enough and that you're worthy of love. And so many people, you believe it or not, don't believe that they're worthy of love. They accept bad relationships. They accept things that just aren't right for themselves. But you deserve so much better. You deserve to be on top. My dad used to always tell me that before he left this earth. Before we would end a conversation, he would always tell me, "Where do you belong?" And the correct answer is on top. And he's like, "That's right." And like, never forget that. You deserve to be on top. So if there's something that's good out there in life, there's people out there, like I said, somebody woke up today and they decided they want to get a Rolls Royce. And they called a dealership, and before the end of the day, that car was at their house on a Sunday. There was no obstacle for them. They decided they wanted something, they got it. And I'm telling you, the same energy, the same capacity exists for each and every one of us. If you want something, you honor the assignment, you study or prepare to be able to receive it, but you glue it all together and you make it all work by loving yourself. And loving yourself means, hey, like I said, I've gone through some financial and health situations myself where I doubted my capacity to get things done. I doubted myself. But what it comes back down to is this: if you can love yourself, you can win. That means you can endure the things that you need to endure. You can let go of the things you need to let go of. Because when you love yourself, you're not going to accept bad behavior or disrespect from anyone, including yourself. Like those days that, like I said, a high performance athlete, they get up at 4 o'clock in the morning while everybody else is asleep, while the people that they're going to compete against are asleep. And they have the advantage now. They're running, they're conditioning, they're doing the things that the other people don't want to do. And what you got to do is you got to keep doing the things that nobody else wants to do. And guess what ends up happening? You'll live a life that nobody else can live. The life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. I'll say that again. The life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. The life of your dreams is absolutely wonderful and you deserve it. And I want you to live it. I want you to get it. I want you to experience it. I want you to taste it. I want you to be able to share it. Because we need each other to live a life of our dreams. If I'm not living the life of my dreams, somehow, some way, my life is incomplete. If you're not living the life of your dreams, your life is incomplete. But guess what? It's reciprocal. It's also true because we're all interconnected. We're all interdependent. We need each other's success. I need you to win. You need me to win. If you're not winning, I'm not winning. And so there's so many things. That's why when you see an injustice in the world, well, we have to speak up about it. If you see somebody being mistreated, you got to speak up about it, because guess what? If that person, that family's losing, so are you. Somehow, some way. We need everybody to come up and we need everybody to win. So I'm your cheerleader. I'm your coach. I'm going to tell you that the life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. You need it. You need to live that dream. You need to live your life, because there's somebody watching you right now who needs to know that success is for them. And your success will inspire them to do what is necessary. So I'm here to keep you fired up so that when you go back into your everyday life, that you fire somebody else up who you may never even understand is watching you. That the life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. I'm going to say it again. The life of your dreams is wonderful and you deserve it. Now, really quick, before I get out of here, I want to talk to you guys about something that has happened in my life that caught me off guard. And many of you know that I enjoy doing these seminars, conferences. I enjoy speaking. I enjoy encouraging people. I enjoy making people feel wanted and feel appreciated and understand that their divine assignment is necessary. So I personally have had a little battle. Since November of last year, I got diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called vasculitis. And what vasculitis does is it causes inflammation of blood vessels. And for myself, it was affecting my vision. It was affecting my ankles and my knees. And many times I have days where I feel like my old self. Like I feel like the king of the world, so to speak. And I have some days where I feel like I can really get out of the bed. And so I say that to say this. We never know what another person's going through. We never know the battle that somebody else is fighting. And I'd ask for your prayers for myself. I believe that, that I'm going to get completely delivered and healed from this situation. But in your everyday walk, there's somebody that's fighting a battle right now that you know nothing of. And how you respond to them may give them the energy to get through that battle. So be careful how you treat people, because you never know. It could be your loved one that's going through something. It can be anybody going through something. And I would completely ask you that whenever you come in contact with somebody, you come in contact with your fellow brother or your sister, that whatever issues have arisen in the past, have arisen in the past, let those things be forgotten. Let's forgive each other. Let's love each other. Because honestly, in order for you to live a life of your dreams, you have to believe the fact that somebody else it's okay for somebody else to live a life of their dreams. As long as you're not doing anything to hurt somebody, I'm rooting for you. As long as you're not doing anything that's illegal, that will, you know, cause grief to our brothers and sisters, I'll support you. But in the same sense, again, let's treat everybody that we come in contact with love and kindness, because you never know what battles the person that you're standing right next to is going through. So with that in mind, I'm going to let you guys go. But remember this. You have to take your respect. You don't wait to earn respect. You take it. You take it. It has nothing to do with anybody else, but honoring yourself, studying to show yourself approved, and then ultimately loving yourself. If you can do those things consistently in your life, you're going to see the life of your dreams manifest more often than not. So with that in mind, I love you. God bless you. I'm leaving you with my motto, my motto. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit on your dreams. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit on your dreams. And always remember that the life of your dreams is wonderful, and you do deserve it. God bless you, and I'll see you next week.